Hey Bears, I'm Skylar McCarty, and this is the first CTV of the new school year. Today we're talking about changes to how we move between classes and when we leave school. Plus, we introduce some of the new faces around Chrisman and fill you in on Spirit Week. That and more next. It's game day here at Chrisman. The Bears football team returns to the action tonight for the first time since winning back the wagon wheel. As you recall, our boys soundly beat Sherman 1 week ago, 48-14. That win helped bring attention to the Bears' strong start of the season. The website Max Preps ranks Chrisman 5th in Missouri Class 5 and 21st overall. The Bears travel to Grandview tonight to take on the Bulldogs, who are winless so far this season. The game starts at 7. Next week is homecoming, and that means Spirit Week. Monday, come in your favorite sports gear. Tuesday, turn back the clock and come as a hippie. Wednesday, wear your favorite Western clothing. Thursday, come in your blue and gold. And Friday, wear your class colors. Let's see some spirit, Bears. Tickets to the homecoming dance go on sale Monday. They cost $5 a piece. This year, Stuco is also selling homecoming sunglasses. They cost $4, but you can save $1 if you buy your ticket and the sunglasses at the same time. The dance takes place next Saturday night. You must have 90% attendance and all your obligations paid in order to attend the dance. Our homecoming weekend this year coincides with the district-wide celebration. This year marks the district's 150th anniversary. The official celebration takes place a week from tomorrow. It will feature a parade and open houses at each school in the district. This year, the district made changes to our daily schedule. CTV's Lindsay Cornelius has why they added time to passing period and the reason behind early release on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
With the new year starting up, many things have changed, like the bell schedule change.
Well, I think the premise for that was we listened to our students and some of their parents as what they thought in terms of how long it takes kids to get from one place to the next, and given that, still having enough time to socialize, but at the same time, still giving them the opportunity to walk from one end of the building to the other in the 5 minutes.
So far, these changes have had a positive impact on students as well as the staff.
I will say when I'm doing hall duty, every hour, time we get to that 5 minutes, the halls are clear. We've even commented to our central office staff of how nice it is in the hallways at bell time. We're not, rushing kids to class or, trying to get them to move or anything like that. The halls are pretty clear at this point in time.
The bell schedule isn't the only thing that has changed. They've also reinstated the new release policy.
The early release, it's an opportunity for teachers to work with some professional development, at least early in the year. But over the next 4 weeks, month of school, it'll be totally and completely student-centered. We'll encourage some students to stay and work with our teachers, and we'll provide some interventions for them. We'll have some meetings about kids.
Remember to get to class on time, Bears, and also stay tuned to find out when students' tutoring is available.
Need to catch up on some work or looking to work ahead so you can graduate early? After school Fuel Ed takes place every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday from 2:30 to 4 in room 101. If you stay after school for anything, head to the cafeteria and grab yourself a free snack. Any student staying after for a sport, activity, or tutoring or detention, just swing by and get yourself one within 10 minutes of the buses leaving. Here's a look at some other dates and events you need to know about. Rehearsals are underway for this fall's musical. Auditions took place last week for My Fair Lady. The Chrisman version of this classic musical will star Caitlin Pang and as Eliza Doolittle, and Jose Mendoza as Henry Higgins. The show will go on here at Chrisman on the first week of November. More than 60 new teachers and staff joined the Independent School District this year. Several are here at Chrisman. CTV's Sapphire Towdy introduces us to a couple of them.
More than 25 new adult faces bless Chrisman's classrooms and halls this school year. However, one such face isn't new to students. Miss Sweet, one of the newest English teachers, tells us why she took the position here at Chrisman.
I actually did my student teaching here last semester, and I just really liked the attitude of the other teachers and the environment, and it was really cool to be at a school where I already knew some of the kids and some of the staff.
A set of new teachers works in the life skills sped classrooms. Miss Roughton and Miss Loop come to Chrisman because
I love the life skills program, and I was at the elementary school level, so I decided to come to high school.
I asked to transfer from the elementary school to the high school because I'm getting my degree in secondary special education.
the front office also gained a new administrator. Assistant Principal Miss Mertz came to Chrisman from Smithville for a couple of things.
I came from a smaller school district, so I wanted a much larger school district and wanted to further my career in administration.
Next, a few new teachers tells us their focus for the school year.
I think my focus is probably just on learning as much as I possibly can since it's my first year. Trying to learn from the other teachers and also from the students because I think they can tell me a lot more about what I need to change than maybe even other teachers can.
To offer the students a great educational experience.
Finally, all of the teachers agreed on Chrisman being welcoming to them. Miss Mertz, who had the biggest change, says,
I've loved it so far, so it's a big change. In the process of not only changing schools, but I moved as well, but I've been really impressed with the students here and kind of been welcomed with open arms.
Some changes made to where we girls change for gym classes. Trouble in the locker room means a new policy is now in place. In past years, a female gym teacher would monitor the locker room during dress-out period, but not having a female gym teacher complicates things.
The male PE teachers are not allowed to unlock or lock the locker room unless they're your coach for that sport.
Some issues arose since the start of the school year, prompting the school to act.
It's going to be opened by secretaries throughout the day, so each secretary has scheduled a particular block. They come down 10 minutes before the bell rings, and 10 minutes after the bell rings, they close it.
Students we talked to say they don't see why not having a female gym teacher should even be an issue.
I believe that the girls are mature enough to know not to mess around in the locker room and to get dressed and get ready for class.
If there's a situation in the locker room, hopefully somebody is mature enough to step out and get a teacher from one of the other rooms as opposed to just letting it go on and not mentioning anything.
Nonetheless, changes had to be made, and Coach Rathke says so far so good.
Without having a female PE teacher kind of puts us in a bind, but we've adapted and the secretaries are really helping us out, so hopefully that process goes smoothly the rest of the year.
A national issue involving bathrooms will affect all of us. CTV's Tyler Nickel looks at where things stand on transgender bathrooms.
Earlier this year, the Department of Education and Justice issued an order to allow transgender people to use the restrooms that they identify with. President Obama's administration followed that up by threatening to pull funding from public schools if they didn't comply. A federal judge in Texas recently ruled that the federal government can't do that, but the issue is far from over. It's expected to eventually make its way to the Supreme Court. Chrisman students we talked to say that they're not really concerned about this issue.
If you clarify as a female or you clarify as a male, then you should have the right to choose which bathroom you go into, whether you clarify as opposite gender or same gender.
I mean, if you think about it, if they're identifying themselves as female, then they're not really looking for another female. They're looking for a male, typically.
We reached out to the district to find out the policy here, but they respectfully declined an interview, saying that when all legal issues are worked out, they will act accordingly. This is Tyler Nickel reporting for CTV.
Their season doesn't really start until January, but our robotics team is already hard at work. They're meeting regularly, getting some hands-on practice, and breaking in some of the new team members. This year, the first bots of Independence will look to make another trip to Worlds. That's it for this week's CTV. I'm Skylar McCarty. We'll see you next time, Bears.